This is my top 10 best practices for online course. And here's a list of the top 10 practices. The first one on the list is website accessibility. Website accessibility is how websites are designed to be used and accessed by everyone, including people with disabilities. This is important because it offers a way for people with certain disabilities to learn, understand, and navigate the online world. Andy is a web browser tool where you can assess a website's accessibility in terms of its buttons, clickable links, graphics, and other elements. Using this tool will help you as an educator understand if certain websites are accessible by everyone. The second best practices is choosing an LMS. Learning Management System, or LMS, is how the online learning experience is managed for the students and educators. Choosing the right LMS will make online learning more efficient, easy, adaptive, and engaging for all types of learners. These are examples of great LMS that you can use. The first one is Schoology, Canvas, Desire to Learn, and Blackboard. The third best practice is use blended learning. Blended learning is a combination of online and traditional classroom settings where learning is self-paced and student-centered. By incorporating blended learning into your course, you will be able to effectively use technology, build student collaboration, individualize learning, and allow students to self-pace their education. These are examples of blended learning you can incorporate into your classroom. The first one is station rotation, second is flipped classroom, third, lab rotation, and many others. The fourth best practice is promote student agency. Student agency is how students are given a choice in their education. This means they decide how, when, and what they want to learn. This is important because online learning should focus on the students' needs and offer different opportunities of ways they want to learn. In addition, it should offer to pace their learning where they can review or move forward in their education. When thinking about student agency, ask yourself these questions. What do they want to focus on? Can student decide on the how? Can student understand the why? The fifth best practice is personalization of learning. Personalization of learning is allowing students to learn in regards to time, place, path, and pacing. Time means to learn when it's best for the students. Place refers to the setting that best addresses their needs. Path is the course that is recommended for them. Lastly, pace is how fast or slow the student will be able to learn. By considering these four elements, the educator will be able to individualize learning and build more successes in their students. On how to personalize learning, for time, allow students freedom to work on assignments at any time. For place, allow students freedom to choose to work in a traditional classroom or virtual with enough support in both. For path, allow students a chance to pick the assignments they can work on based on their skill levels. For pace, allow students to pick the time they need to complete their assignments. The sixth best practice is homepage essentials. The homepage to your LMS will introduce your class, information about yourself, what to expect, and your contact information. Your homepage is important as it will set the tone for your course and provide the student with just enough information on navigating through your online course. To set up your homepage, make sure you have information about yourself, your class information, your contact information, and your class modules on the front page. The 7th best practice is lesson structure. LMS structure is how you want your modules to be laid out for the students. This ranges from the introduction of the lesson to the quiz at the end. Your homepage is important as it will set the tone for your course and provides the student with just enough information on navigating through your online course. As a recommended lesson structure, make sure you have an introduction page, new learning material page, a practice page, discussion and community page, and at the end a quiz or an assessment for the module. The 8th best practice is LMS Essential Elements. LMS Essential Elements are components in your online course that makes the navigation easy or more user-friendly. With LMS Essential tools or practices, students are able to navigate easily through their course and find what they need in order to be successful. These are the LMS Essential Elements. First, make sure to start your lesson with an overview video. Simplify your course by selecting most important components to be viewed. Create course buttons to ease navigation. Always be consistent in your lesson structure. The 9th best practice is online learning communities. Online learning communities are a way for students to collaborate with their peers and create a culture of collective learning. Online learning communities provide students a chance to learn from others while feeling more connected and confident in their online class. These are some of the ways to build online learning communities. The first one is to create discussion posts for the students. Second, assign group projects. Third, have students peer review each other on assignments. Lastly, have students be able to share resources from each other. The last best practice is sharing resources. Online Resource Library is a collective tool that students or educators are able to share and exchange LMS materials. Online resource libraries are a great way for educators to find and build resources in the online class. They can also share their resources to enhance learning for all. These are great examples of online resource libraries. The first one is Canvas Commons. The second is Learning Library. The third, Schoology Public Resources. All of these libraries are common cartridges that can be easily exchanged. This concludes my top 10 list. Thank you for viewing my presentation.